Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everyone. How are you? This is Andrea, and this is the Global Empowerment Summit. Can't believe this is the sixth week already, the last week of this adventure, this challenge of mine to empower you through an out of comfort zone challenge again. I really, really can't believe that we are here. This is just something that I will miss. Hope you will miss it too. But there are a lot of things in the making. So make sure that you are around and make sure that you are watching us. So today we will have, again, an amazing program, and the whole week will be about a lot of things that still the experts are sharing with you. We have 16 different workshops, 16 workshops. So the only thing that you have to do is just save the workshop link. And once you save the link, then just join in anytime when you see us live to the workshop room. Make sure that you are there with us and you're connecting with the experts, you're asking your questions. Plus, we have 27 mini interviews with all the experts who haven't been here yet or who are coming back to entertain and elevate you. And we also have this week today a Clubhouse discussion, and we will have on Sunday the closing party in a Zoom room, just us, and you will find the link in the embedded calendar on the globalempowermenthub.com. So this morning, I have something very special. Sam Rafoss, one of the speakers, she couldn't make it because she had some other things to deal with in her life. So she offered me a video which is about immune health, and immune health was originally her topic. So we will have her for around 50 minutes telling you 5 different tips about how to take care of your immune health. Straight after that, we will have an interview with Kenyatta about behavioral superpowers. So exciting. And then we will have a workshop with Faguni Katira, an influencer from LinkedIn and the life coach. And she will come and talk about Breakthrough to Blossom in the Zoom room, so you can join in and interactively be part of it. And then after that, I will share with you from Andrea Stadthalter, who is from Amsterdam, and that was an amazing topic that opened my eyes so much more when I did the interview yesterday. You just have to watch it. It's really inspiring. Her story is inspiring, and what she does, it's super inspiring, and it's a good thing to think about. It's a good food for thought, what she will share with you. Then we go on a little break. We will have our lunch, and then we are coming back with Priya about successful people, what are their habits that make them successful. Then we have again a workshop, and this is something very close to my heart because the students from a specific group, from 2 supporters of the summit, Cheryl and Yi, their students created 2 different student workshops. So please join into this Zoom room and support the youngsters, because it's totally under their control. These workshops are totally theirs, and they are the ones created it, and they are behind it. So I'm really excited to be in that room. Then I shared an interview with Jamie Pasmino about some funnels and strategies, which I did with him earlier. He's also a busy guy, but he was at the Edward conference, so it's worth to watch this video interview with him. And then Jay Narayan is coming back, Challenge to Change. And we have 1 more workshop. So you see 3 workshops today with Faz Kamaruddin, how to ask good questions. And then we are finishing up the day with Kima Diaplatz. You already could see her at one of the panel discussions, and she will talk about overcoming imposter syndrome. And we are closing up the day with the Clubhouse discussion. So full day at the summit this week. Again, we are starting. This is the first day, and we have 5 days to come with 16 different workshops with 27 interviews, with the Clubhouse discussion tonight, and with the Sunday closing party with games and networking, and also the speakers, whoever can make it. So please, guys, follow us. If you haven't played yet, then please play with the barcode or the QR code on the top. If you have a free ticket, you can be on the top of the leaderboard. If you are following the sessions, even on replay, you give us feedbacks, you give us aha moments for the different sessions. You watch it on your own pace and you are just digesting it, and you collect the points, and you can win 500 USD value of coaching package from me, 5 lucky winners. And you can also win one package from Solworxs, our application developer, who is also offering a 200 USD value package. So 5 times 500 USD is on the way to you. If you are on the leaderboard, on the top of the leaderboard, just use the QR code above, and 200 USD from Solworxs. We are not giving this to get anything from you. We are giving this because I want you to be in the game until the end of the year and to rewatch these sessions and to learn from it, because believe me, I was there every session, 250 live sessions until now, and it will be around 300 live sessions when we finish on the 7th. So if you go back and you are participating in this, you are learning from it, you will learn a lot. And you will be updated, you can be elevated, and you can change your life. It's only up to you whether you take this chance or not. So please, please be there, play with the game, be with us this week, be there in the Zoom room in person, talk to the experts, connect with them. Imagine the worst case scenario, you have 200 new influential connections, and you have to understand some of the experts have more than 200,000 followers. So I'm not bringing you, I'm bringing you value. That's what I want to say. I really bring you value. So make sure you're watching us. Let's see Sam Rafoss and the immune health video. I will just share it here. And I wish you a beautiful, beautiful time with her. If you have some questions, please feel free to write it in the comments. And if you have comments also, because she will come back to you after I will send her all the comments and she will answer. So please make sure that you're watching this and have a very, very good time with her.
Welcome. I am Sam Rafoss, and today I am going to share with you 5 keys to immune health. So to get started, you're going to have to let me just take a moment and I'll share my screen. So we are going to slideshow at the beginning. There we go. All right. Thank you. Okay, 5 keys for immune health. And what I'm going to do too, at this moment in time, I'm going to stop my video so I don't get distracted seeing my face there, and I just do the presentation, and then I'll come back at the end with my face for you. Thank you. Okay, 5 keys for immune health, how to stay healthy every day. I have a company called Sober Women's Success, and my tagline you can see there in the middle is Seek Your Peak. And what I do is I try to take my clients through what I call a model of serenity. And as you can see from Sober Women's Success, a lot of times the first step that I help women do is to stop drinking. However, a lot of my clients have come to me too, not necessarily to stop the drinking habit, but it might be stopping overeating. It might be stopping some type of habit that is getting in the way. And I call this step the first step to stabilize. And that just means let's take care of that elephant in the room. Let's get some habits started that can stop the largest behavior that prevents you from getting to your health goal. The second step that we normally work on is to get healthy, and that is to balance your body systems. And that's really what I'm going to talk about today, is more of the topic when it comes to immune health and get healthy. So we'll spend most of our time today on that. However, just so you know, the third step is to take control of your life in putting all of these steps together within the mind, body, health mind, body, spirit health concept. So that's just to give you an idea of my overall model that I work with clients on. But specifically for today's presentation, I am talking about get healthy and specifically 5 steps for your immune health. And the reason why I do talk about this is because my background in holistic nutrition. I am a certified holistic nutritional consultant. And what does that mean? So certified holistic nutrition consultant, holistic nutrition just means that I take a look at the whole person, the whole person. Every time I do a assessment, I look at the mind, spirit, and body connection. So mind, spirit, body, your diet and lifestyle, and balancing body systems is what is the most, I wouldn't say critical step. However, it is what we focus on the most when you are working with anyone like myself that is a holistic nutrition professional. We are looking at balancing your body systems. So each individual is biochemically unique. And today the basic guidelines are the overall optimal. So normally I'm talking to individuals about their overall health. Today I'm specifically talking about immune health. And the reason that we want to talk about this today, and I've had a lot of requests about it, is you guys know what's going on in the world for the last couple of years. We've been dealing with the pandemic and specifically COVID. So this is related to going into seasons where there is more flu and more colds, flu, even COVID surrounding us, and people are questioning me about what they can do for their immune health to keep their immune health strong. And they really are simple principles. However, in putting the 5 keys together, it's not as it seems simple in theory and on the face of it, but just getting it all done sometimes is easier said than done. So to get the best personal results means determining what works for you. So of course, I'm giving you general guidelines here today. However, when it really comes down to you personally, it is best to get an individual assessment, and that's what I do as a certified holistic nutritional consultant. So where have I done this? So over the years, I've took my training from the Canadian School of Natural Nutrition. Like I said, I was certified through them. I'm a member of the Alumni Association. I specifically work for myself. I've been an entrepreneur for 20 years, but specifically as a holistic nutrition consultant, I have been doing that since 2008. I taught 3 years for the Canadian School of Natural Nutrition. I was the nutrition director for World Health Spa Lady Bankers Club for the International Fitness Holdings portion. I did that for a year. For 5 years, I was the nutrition educator for Vivo Healthier Generations. And Holistic Nutrition Girl, this logo here, was my specific company for holistic nutrition. However, holistic nutrition is just part of what I do right now. So the overall brand is that Sober Women's Success, because I am looking at being healthy and successful overall as a woman. And specifically, I stopped drinking wine about 1.5 years ago, and that was near and dear to my heart to figure out a lifestyle without alcohol. So 5 keys for optimum immune health. Let's get going. So number one really is what you believe. And I know it doesn't sound food related necessarily, but what you believe is probably, well, that's why I've got it as number 1. There is nothing good or bad, as William Shakespeare says here, but it's what you think about it that makes it so. And I want you to just ponder on that for a moment. When you think about your health, or even let's make it sickness related, whether it's COVID or just getting the flu. There are certain times of the year, even when colds are going around and people are believing whether they will get a cold or flu or not. And if you were to think about it for your own situation, what is your feeling or your belief about whether you're healthy or not? So this is the reason why I always talk to people in that mindset belief pattern at the beginning. It's what do you believe about your health and wellness? So again, it's not good or bad. It's just what do you believe about it? What you believe. And I like this quote from Dr. Lisa Rankin, because she says in a book that she wrote, you have all heard about the placebo effect. We all know about that if people believe they're given a pill or a treatment that is to cure a certain ailment, then we believe that that's going to happen. So oftentimes they do studies where people are given the actual treatment or the actual pill, and some people are given the placebo. Yet when they do the surveys with people or the testing, and people believe that they got the cure, that they're feeling better, and they say, oh, absolutely, that's what worked for me. But it is the same thing for not only a positive but a negative. So there's the placebo effect, but as you can see here, she talks about the nocebo effect, and that really just demonstrates the negative belief that oftentimes we have. And specifically when we are talking about pandemic and people either having the vaccine or not, whichever way you are on that belief system, whether you believe it is going to help you or not, it doesn't necessarily matter whether you got it or not. However, if you believe that that is helping you, or you are still fearful that someone may be around you that can pass the virus on to you, then that is a negative belief, or that's where, that anxiety and what she termed, or what Martin Seligman terms as the learned helplessness. So whether you believe in the placebo or the nocebo effect, it is saying what you believe, that, you can almost think yourself well if your thoughts and beliefs were strong enough. And that brings me to what you believe with feeling. And that's, again, it's part of number one, because it's not only your belief, but it's attaching the feeling to it. So intentionally thinking and feeling what it is you want for that desired goal. So you could ask yourself those questions. What do I want? Why do I want it? How do I want to feel? And I often say to clients, is this fear, or can you surmount it with faith over fear? So we can't choose both. We can't be in a fear mindset, or we can't be in a faith mindset at the same time. So what is it that you're choosing to believe? And if you are in fear mode, sometimes it's not just that easy just to go, oh, switch it off. Okay, I'm not afraid. There is a portion of feeling your way to the faith out of the fear. And I've got love here, because oftentimes if we turn from fear to love, and that could be anything, and it could be a family member, it could be your hobby, it could be your job, it could be whatever it is that gives you the feeling of the sense of love. And I want you to just think about that for a moment. It is more powerful than we really realize. When you think of something from your heart, if you put your attention on your heart and you think from that love place, it truly is hard to be in the place of fear. And I just invite you to take some time and just try that out. For the sense of this presentation, because we all know we're on time clocks for presentations. I am going to keep going, but I invite you to think about that and spend some time with, how do I feel about this? And if I am in a fear mode, what can get me to faith? And how can I put my attention on my heart and think about what I love in order to get me from fear to faith? So number two, you guys knew that this was going to come up. I think this comes up in every health talk, or especially every immune health talk that I do. I'm always talking to people about keep your body moving. We are not meant to sit at a desk every day. We are not meant to sit and not move. We are meant to move. This is why I've got this here. Your body is meant to move. So whatever you're doing, if you are typically in an office, and I sit at the computer all day doing lots of this, but I get up and walk. Every day I am walking, I'm tracking steps, I'm figuring out a way to get those extra steps in, I'm figuring out a way to get stretching in. Daily yoga, if it's even for a few minutes, just take those moments in your day to get your body to move. And whatever it is that you like to do that. And again, often when I'm working with clients, and when I did used to work in the gym, out of the gym, and I'd have my office at a club, and I would often see people working out, or I would work out there too. And people would stop by my office and they'd say, Sam, what should I be doing for exercise? You're helping me with my nutrition and eating, but should I go see a personal trainer? Should I do this certain type of exercise? And thinking back to number one about how you're feeling, that's always how I talked with my clients. I would always go, what is the exercise that you love to do? What feels good? If you are getting a personal trainer to create an exercise program for you and you don't like it, it is not as effective. And I always pause for a moment because I want everyone to think about that. That is really crucial in how you feel about it. And it is a crucial piece of balancing body systems for holistic nutrition. It's really important for me to help my clients understand that the feeling is the most important, whether it's your how you feel overall, how you feel about your exercise and activity. It's the feeling attached to it. And I've always got on this one, get outside in the sunshine. So exercise and activity, anytime you can be outside in the sunshine, this is going to help your immune system. So rain, shine, winter, summer, whatever climate you live in, try to get outside in the sunshine. And whenever you can, get out in the sunshine with your bare arms, bare legs, if you can, without sunscreen. I know if you're in super hot areas, then you do have to watch that. But anytime that you can actually get the sun synthesizing into your skin to help you absorb the rays of the sun and get your natural vitamin D, that will help you as well in your immune system health. And rest and relaxation. So on the other side of it, I want people to be active and exercise. On the other side of it, what I often see with many individuals I work with is people are trying to burn the candle at both ends, or they are not getting enough rest and relaxation. So we tend to live in these climates of business and getting up early and getting the work done and hustle. Let's hustle, hustle, hustle. How much can we get done, and how can we get more done in a day? And oftentimes we are shaving off the times that we should be sleeping. And I often see people with adrenal fatigue. I see people that have stress and anxiety and can't lose the weight. I often work with individuals that are asking me to help them lose weight, besides stopping an addiction like wine addiction, like I used to have. If people are not getting enough sleep, and I'm saying this here to each one of you, if I could look you straight in the eye, I'm in front of a crowd and I can see people eye to eye, and I'm saying, I'm talking to you, that often you are probably not getting enough rest. And if you are not getting enough good sleep, and I mean, I've got here sleep 8 to 9 hours each night. And a lot of people say to me, Sam, you got to be crazy. I can't sleep that long. However, if you can even do a month of trying to work up to 8 to 9 hours of sleep a night, that may get you to 5, 6, or 7 hours if you're aiming for that larger hour or larger amount. However, any adult, if you are getting less than 6 hours a night of sleep, you are impacting your immune health. You are impacting your ability to if you're wanting to lose weight. Again, a lot of people are always trying to get their weight in check. If you do not have enough rest, it does impact how much weight you are carrying. So rest and relaxation. If you can't get the sleep every single night, then throughout the day, find ways to slow down. Find ways to take a 5-minute rest purposefully. And when I say deep breathing here, that's what I tell people. If you're sitting at your desk and you know that you can't step out for a walk because you're waiting for a call or you need to get something done, even consciously take a couple of moments and do 10 deep breaths. Sit at your desk or just stand up and, sweep your arms wide out and take some deep breaths. You will notice a difference how your body responds, but also it helps you wake up. It helps you be more focused. It helps you regenerate those body cells and get some oxygen into your cells. And within rest and relaxation, I'm always talking about meditation. I'm talking about prayer. And whether you believe in any type of spirituality or not, I always put prayer in here because it could be as simple as just thinking to yourself in your head. You've heard of affirmations. Well, prayer and affirmations are somewhat similar. It might just be a silent affirmation or prayer to yourself at your desk. Again, you've taken a few deep breaths, and whatever spiritual God that you identify with, whether it's universe, God, source, whether you're an atheist but you have a different belief system, whatever you can say in your mind. Remember, I said at the beginning, it's what you believe and what you believe about it. So it's the same thing as a prayer. You could be saying a simple statement in your head, please give me enough energy to get through this day, to get my work done. It could be that simple, focused, affirmative prayer inside your head. And if you are spiritual, then take a few moments to have a prayer ritual during the day. All of these things go into rest and relaxation. So slow down, rest throughout the day, meditate, pray, take some deep breathing, and at night, resurrect a sleeping schedule or ritual. This is one of the best things you can do for yourself, is have a time that you go to bed each night the same time. If you want to be sleeping by 10 o'clock, then start winding down by 9 o'clock, 9:30. You've heard this before. I know you guys have. I know I'm not the only one that's saying this to people, that, put the tech away, get your electronics away from your bed if you're going to have a restful sleep, and teach yourself how to go to sleep at night. Whether you need to listen to a meditation, there's lots of guided meditations on different apps. And I know I'm contradicting myself here saying put the tech away, and then on another hand I'm saying, listen to a meditation. Whatever it is that you can do that will get you sleeping at night, again, is what I'm saying to clients. What is going to work for you? If you need to be in a blackened room, if you need a fan on, I've heard of people needing to just put a fan lightly on, or some type of white noise, or something that can help you go to sleep better. I have clients that have put the face masks on, you know, the ones that cover their eyes, that helps them shield it out. I have some people that put earplugs in. Test things out. That's all I say to people, is just test things out and realize that if you are an individual that is having trouble sleeping, yes, things that are happening throughout the day, things that you're eating, foods you're eating, what's happening throughout the day as far as your work or your relationships or anything that's causing you some anxiety or stress, these are all issues that have to be dealt with and compartmentalized before you are getting into your sleep mode. So if it is something that has got you worried at work or at home, you need to be saying to yourself, some way, somehow, okay, for this few hours, I'm going to put this on the shelf. I am going to think about it again tomorrow, but during the night, I know that my body needs some restful sleep. And sometimes people laugh at me when I'm talking to them about getting to sleep and developing a sleep habit. However, if you take it back to number one, what you believe, if you believe that you can set yourself up for restful sleep at night, that is part of that sleep ritual. It's part of saying to yourself, okay, I am going to sleep. You're actually talking yourself into going to sleep at night. And this is a habit that it does. For some, it takes a while to develop this habit. However, it can be done. I do know that. And let's get to the food and drink. I had mentioned that earlier, when food and drink can impact your immune system greatly. And I always use green foods when I'm talking about foods for the immune system. Green foods are some of the healthiest foods. All vegetables and fruits are really extremely healthy. You've heard of that. I know that. However, if I were to choose any food group, I'm always trying to get as many green foods as I can. Green foods are full of chlorophyll. Green foods are full of abundance of nutrients for the immune system. So look for ways to get in your green foods and other fruits and vegetables as well. Anything from nature, you want to be increasing in your diet. So anything that grows, that you can pick it, you can dig it, you can grow it. Anything that comes from nature, those are your foods. And of course, your healthy proteins, whether you're a meat eater, whether you're a vegan, whether you're a vegetarian, whatever food diet that you have, whether you're paleo, keto, it really, and I don't want to sound, oh, it doesn't matter. What I'm saying is whatever choice you want and what you believe is healthy for you, ensure that you are getting your healthy proteins. Your immune system really, really needs healthy proteins. So whether that comes from meat, whether that comes from eggs, fish, beans, dairy products, whatever way you are getting your healthy proteins, try to get them from foods first. I know, again, when I worked with people at the gym and I would see people coming to me for their nutrition assessments, a lot of times they were wanting to substitute protein powders and other types of protein additives. And I'm not saying not to do that. They are secondary to food. Food is always your number one for everything. And I've got here balanced diet. Balanced diet, to me, my definition is 80% of the time you are looking at your foods from nature. So you are looking at fruits and vegetables and healthy proteins from grass-fed sources, organic sources, healthy sources of naturally raised fruits, vegetables, proteins. And 20% of the time, allow yourself for those times where it might be some fast food or it might be something not as healthy. However, for your immune system to function really well, as long as you're balancing your diet with aiming for 80% of the healthiest foods you can feed yourself, your immune system will thank you for it. Limit the processed foods and empty calories is really what I say to clients. And watch your sugar. Sugar suppresses the immune system. So if you are eating a lot of sugary foods, I always tell people combat it with something healthy. And you think, oh, that kind of defeats the purpose. I want to go out for a piece of cake or a big bowl of ice cream or a night of wine drinking and appetizers. Um, when you come home, just make sure you've got something healthy in you. And it's just a trick I used even when I was the one out there drinking a lot of wine. I always balanced it off with something healthy, and that, even though I drank a lot of wine at the time, it still kept my immune system functioning really well because I balanced it with a lot of healthy foods. And I forgot about water here. Lots of water, lots of really good quality water. If you have tap water, if you can get some sort of filter and filter out as many of the things that are coming from tap water that you can. Um, get good sources of water. Some of the bottled waters are not as good as the others, and that is a topic for a whole different. I could probably do a whole presentation just on water alone. However, for purposes of today, get healthy sources of water. And if you are drinking a lot of tea and you're drinking a lot of juices, as in healthy, green juices. I'm not talking about your fruit juices in the box. That you might as well just give yourself some sugar. That's eat the apple rather than the apple juice is what I tell people, because the apple comes with fiber and all of the nutrients that help you digest whatever sugars are coming from that actual whole food. So when I'm talking juices, I'm talking about the wheatgrass juices, the healthy juices, celery juice, anything like that. Those are the healthy juices. If you are having those types of things, then your water intake can maybe be, a couple liters a day. I know people say, oh, I've been told I should drink 3 to 4 liters of water. What I'm saying to individuals is, whenever I do an assessment with people, is we are looking at your overall liquid intake, and we're looking at your overall diet before I tell people how much water to drink. And supplements. So number 5, I'm talking about supplements here because we are talking about the immune system. The immune system is really dependent on number 4, on that healthy food and drink. And what happens in our North American society is a lot of times our foods are not coming with as much nutrition and the actual nutrients that we need to balance all our body systems and have all of the key nutrients that we need. So in order to keep your immune system strong, a lot of us do need some type of daily supplementation. However, they should be healthy quality supplements, high quality supplements, I should say. So these are just some of the types of supplements that I suggest for my clients, because I get healthy, high quality supplements for clients. And key supplements that keep your immune system strong: vitamin C, vitamin D3, B complex, your minerals, magnesium, selenium, zinc, your essential fatty acids, and probiotics. So here is just an overall daily essentials package that I refer many of my clients to. So just to give you an example, and I'm just going to quickly run through some of them that, if many of you may be taking these. I've come across people that say, oh yeah, I take my daily vitamin, or I take a lot of D3 right now. I'm in Canada, so in the colder climates, it is good to take our D3 daily because we don't get as much of the benefit from the sun, and especially in the winter. And our body will store D3, just so you know that. We will store the fat soluble vitamins. We will not store the water soluble vitamins, which are your C's and your B's. So again, in initial assessments that I do with clients, I do go over everything, your food, your drink, your exercise. I go through an assessment that tells me about your body systems, and I can see where your through your body systems, I can see what nutrients you may be low on. So one of them is vitamin C, B vitamins. If you are working, if you have a nervous issue, and that means whether you feel anxiety or you feel a little bit of brain fog each day, or you just feel a general sense of nervousness, a lot of times this is because people are low on B vitamins. And I'm only telling you in generalities. I would never, ever tell anybody what supplement to take without doing an assessment. So understand that. I am just giving you overall what I see in the majority of people. And I have done hundreds of assessments. So I am giving you the overall patterns that I see with individuals. So lots of people are deficient in vitamin C, and it is an antioxidant, which just means it helps you repair your tissues and give you that immune support. A lot of vitamins and minerals need vitamin C to work properly. And B vitamins, really, we get our B vitamins taken up by things like alcohol. And it takes a lot of B vitamins to help us digest alcohol. So that was something for me. Like I said, when I was that wine drinker, I took a lot more B vitamins than I take today because I don't drink wine anymore. So my need for my B vitamin complex is probably at least half or less of what I was taking at the time. And your vitamin D for your bone health, you need vitamin D for your teeth maintenance and to help you with calcium absorption. Your minerals act with your vitamins. So these are trace minerals. Magnesium, selenium, and zinc tend to be the ones that many individuals are low on, and we call these cofactors. These are essential trace minerals for the immune function. Here I've listed zinc, but a lot of these, or these three, I should say, are cofactors for the other vitamins to work even better. Magnesium, just in as example, again, I'm not diagnosing, I'm not saying that this is what your issue is, it's just what I see a lot in individuals that I have done assessments with. If you are having, say you wake up at night and you wake up with a Charlie horse, that's just an example. So that really tight muscle and you feel like something is, hurting your leg and you've got that Charlie horse, a lot of times this could be a need for magnesium, and your body is saying to you, hey, you know what, I'm missing some magnesium in my diet. And that you can get from foods as well. However, magnesium oftentimes just needs to be an extra supplementation. Essential fatty acids, a lot of individuals in our diet right now, because the other oils like our vegetable oils or the oils that are in processed foods, we're eating a lot more of those in our diets, and we are not getting the essential fatty acid or the omega sources that our body needs. So the fish, we're not eating as much fish, or we're not eating as much olive and coconut oil. We tend to use a lot more of the vegetable oil. So if you have brain fog, or you have muscle and joint pain, if you have issues with your skin and you're feeling cold, or you have some type of brain fog, a lot of this can be attributed, again, I'm just saying from my experience, and The only reason I keep reiterating this, you guys, if I sound like a broken record, is just I don't want anybody to think that just from a presentation that I am trying to say what may be going on with your specific body if you're feeling any of this. All I'm saying is that supplementation with essential fatty acids is often necessary for many, many individuals. And really what it is because the ratio, we are getting too many of the vegetable oils in our body, and our cellular function is impacted by those vegetable oils, and our cells are not getting the essential fats that we actually need in order to help our cells function and to actually perform. So I hope that makes sense. And then probiotics. I'm always talking to people about digestive health. Again, if the diet is good and you are eating a lot of natural fruits and vegetables, and you are getting the fiber, you're getting the minerals, you're getting the actual foods in your system that do what it's supposed to do when you are eating real food. And when I say real food, I'm talking real food from nature, not processed food. So when you're eating foods and you're chewing actual fruits, vegetables, good proteins, you're getting enough water, your digestion tends to be doing well. However, if we get to the point where we're having too much alcohol, or we're having too many processed foods, or we're eating on the run, we're eating at our desk, we're eating quickly, we're maybe stressed a little bit when we're eating a meal and we're calm and our body can actually digest the food, we're good. But if we're getting stressed out and we're eating on the run, then your digestive health, it really does, it does interact with how you feel. And probiotics are probably one of the best ways to support your gut health and to support your immune health, because your immune health is in your digestive gut health as well. If you have a healthy digestive system, your immune system will tend to be better as well. So let's recap the 5 keys for immune health. Number 1, what you believe, and even more so, what you believe with feeling. So going back to that, you can believe in the placebo effect, or you can believe in the nocebo effect. Either way, it's positive or negative, and you don't even need a pill or some type of treatment to believe in. It's what your thoughts that you're believing even about your health. And remember, I likened it to what's going on in the world, and people seem to be living in a state of fear. And if you can get out of that fear state and believe that everything is okay, your immune system is going to be stronger. And when I say it's harder to get from fear to faith, then maybe you're thinking, you know what, how am I just going to do that? I can't just be in fear and then get to faith. What I say to people is, a little trick that you can use for yourself is just telling yourself, I am in the process of having more faith. So even if you're thinking about that whole statement, is when you can say to yourself, you know what, I'm feeling a little bit better every day. Okay, I'm maybe not as afraid today. I'm feeling a little bit better, and I'm in the process of not being as afraid. If you can feel how that feels when you're talking to yourself, and people often laugh at me when I say, oh, just talk to yourself, because again, we've got our mind, we've got our spirit, which often can be referred to as your subconscious mind. So whatever your conscious mind is feeding your spiritual self or your subconscious, is eventually it's your subconscious, it's what you believe subconsciously that is taking over. And then body over here, it's all intertwined, the mind, spirit, body connection. So what you believe with feeling is number 1 for immune health. Number 2, we talked about exercise and activity, and I should have here, and sunshine. Get outside in the fresh air and sunshine. Number three, rest and relaxation. Get yourself balanced. Whenever I'm talking about balancing body systems, again, balancing your exercise and activity versus your rest and relaxation. It is all needed to have that body, mind, spirit balance, and it's all related to your immune health. Number four, your food and drink. We talked about that a lot, or at least I did talk about how important it is to eat the natural foods versus processed foods, and drink whatever your drinks are. Make sure you're getting lots of water. Make sure if you drink tea and coffee, try to drink some herbal teas. You don't have to, but they are healthier than the alcoholic drinks and the sodas and anything with lots of sugar in it, whether it's coming from nature or coming from a soda. The more sugar that your body has to deal with, the more that it impacts your immune system. So if I can make one point today regarding your immune system and food and drink, is watch your sugar intake. And if you are having higher sugar intake, then make sure you're balancing it with increasing your fruit, vegetable, which also is adding more fiber into your diet. So if you're adding more fiber into your diet, it is helping your body process the sugar and helping you with your immune system. And number five, high quality supplements if you need. Now, just because I listed off all those supplements, and I know there was quite a few slides on supplements, not everyone needs every supplement, but those tend to be the ones that are associated with your immune health. So that's why I was showing you all of those. So what is it that I do? My services are holistic nutrition, and I'll quickly let you know about the nutrigenomics genetic testing, and again, high quality supplements. First off is always for me holistic nutrition. This is where I'm starting with people, and holistic nutrition is giving people a diet and lifestyle assessment, and that's me sending you paperwork. I actually send people, it's quite a detailed assessment that you take time, you fill it out, and you fill it out before I actually work with individuals. Then once that is filled out, I am taking you through your initial assessment, which I call the initial intake, which is a 90-minute appointment with me, and it is detailed. But in order for me to help people the best, and like I said, I've been doing this a long time, I have noticed that first appointment, it does do you better, and it helps me understand you more, taking the time to go through, because we talk about what foods you're eating, we talk about your exercise, your activity, your relationships, your stress, your habits, like when you eat. I get individuals to give me a food journal. I don't work with anyone that doesn't give me a food journal for 7 days. And I tell people it's not because I want to say, oh, look at what you're eating and pick apart your diet. It's just so that I can best help you when I am doing that assessment with you in order to meet your goals. So what are your goals that you want for your health, whether it's your immune health, whether it's losing weight, whether it's getting more energy, whether it's helping you sleep better, whatever your health goal is. I've helped people that wanted to have a better workout schedule, that wanted to enter a fitness competition, that again, it is whatever your health goal is, this is what I'm here for. So that initial intake sets up the whole plan for working together. And then once I've done that initial intake, then I go away, and it takes about a week, 10 days. And then we get together again for a 60-minute appointment, and I give you my recommendations and say, based on what we talked about, this is what I recommend for you in order to meet your health goals. And these 2 sessions are $350 Canadian. I work in Canadian fees. And if there are any supplements that you want from me, then of course they come with a discount. And there is nothing to say that you have to get anything, because a lot of times I just work with people to begin with, just on food, drink, and habits to begin with, and we introduce supplements later on, and we work with what supplements that you have. I'm always a big proponent of using and working with what you have to begin with. And then at that time, whether people want to work with me longer, whether it's, weekly or semi or bi-weekly to help meet your goals, then we discuss then what type of package I work with moving forward. But even just to get people started, this is a good start for people. And after holistic nutrition, I can also offer a service that is called nutrigenomics, and it's actually a genetic test. And it's I get the test shipped directly. It's directly drop shipped to my clients. They send it right to your door, and it really is just a cheek swab, and the directions are there. There is no your personal information is not attached to it. You just send it in. It's with a barcode. It comes back with a mailing kit that you mail it back, and it really just looks at your genetics, and we can figure out, why if you're struggling to lose weight, we can figure out what genetic markers are impacting that. Some people have a hard time metabolizing certain foods or food intolerances. I myself, I'm lactose intolerant, and when I did my nutrigenomics assessment, that came back. I have that lactose gene, or I have the gene that does not digest lactose. So I haven't eaten dairy products too much for years, but if I do, I know what I need to do in order to make it so that it doesn't impact my system. Some people have a different genetic makeup for physical activity. It's really amazing how our genes actually do impact our health. So and this is the other thing I put new here. There is actually a new risk insight for the COVID-19 gene, or not gene, but there's a genetic marker that can tell you your prevalence of possibly getting COVID-19. And those fees are $398 for that test, and it usually takes about 3 to 4 weeks for between the time that individuals actually do the test and send it in, and then it comes back to me and just says, okay, your client, this test came back, and then I get a hold of you and we make a time to go through your report. And if individuals do want a nutrigenomics test with me, then what I do as a value add to my clients is I waive that holistic nutrition 2-session, because I know, like $398, a lot of people don't want to do that, just based on what the fee is right now. And this part I can't change. I can give you some of my time and not charge you for it. However, the actual test myself, I need to pay for the test as well. So that's not something that I can change. However, if clients are wanting that genetic test, then for clients I'm working with at the beginning, then I give you the 2 holistic nutrition sessions as that value add. So for your immune health, if you're wanting to do that, then that's what I offer. Oh, I look like I put the other slide in again. So 5 keys for immune health: what you believe, exercise and activity, rest and relaxation, food and drink, high quality supplements, again, if needed. And that is all based on your assessment and whether or not you get a nutrigenomics testing as well. So let's recap overall. Today we were talking about mostly the get healthy part of what I do with individuals. So we're looking at your immune system specifically today, but when I'm helping individuals and looking at your overall assessment and doing an overall assessment, we are looking at whether it's your immune system, whether it's your skeletal system, whether it is your whatever body system we are looking at that needs to get balanced, then that's what we're going to look at. So I'm looking here at the time and I only have a couple minutes left. So if you do want to contact me, and whether you want to actually get a nutritional assessment, it all starts with this free discovery session. And again, this is a no pressure session. This is just if you want more information, or you actually, just have a few questions for me and say, hey, Sam, I saw your presentation on immune health and I have a few questions for you. Please reach out. That's what I'm here for. I am here to help people, and I can only help people if I know what's happening in your life. And if you don't want to sign up for the actual discovery session, then feel free to shoot me an email at samrafoss@gmail.com. Either way, please reach out, and I am happy to talk with you further and answer any questions. And I thank you for being part of this presentation today. I'm going to stop sharing and I'll put my video on, and I will say my farewells. And thank you. So there we go. I think I did it in my time limit. I think I had not quite an hour, and I think I did 56 minutes, I believe. Anyway, thank you for being here today for 5 keys for immune health, and look forward to hearing from you. Thank you very much.
So I hope you enjoyed. There were many tips here, and this was the morning session, the health and wellness session that I'm trying to, every single morning I was trying to bring you something that can boost your health. So hope you enjoyed. And if you would like to reach out, then please reach out to Sam Rafoss. You can find her on LinkedIn very easily. Just search for her name. And if you write GES 2021, then I'm sure that she will just answer you. And if you are having a free ticket, please don't forget, we have the QR code here. You can play until the end of the year, because we would like you to digest what you heard. We would like you to be part of a game. And if you are part of a game, you can be on the top of the leaderboard, which means that you can win five different lucky winners can win 500 USD value of coaching package with me about creative leadership and self-empowerment. And one lucky person can get 200 USD value package from Solworxs, the application developer. So please, guys, be with us at this last week. Let's celebrate the growth together. You just have to join us. You have all the different programs on the website in the embedded calendar. You just have to click on the session title, join in, and see you in the Zoom workshop rooms and on the YouTube channel. And in the same time, please make sure that we see you in the comments. Like I see Carrie a lot of times. I see Symphon almost all the time. So thank you very much. And Kenyatta is also here, who will be my guest very soon. So in a few minutes, I will tune into another session, to another studio, but you stay here on YouTube, and we are coming with Kenyatta. So thank you very much for being here, and see you today with many things. After Kenyatta, head over to the workshop room, because we have Falguni for you at the workshop room, and you can ask her questions straight away, directly in the room. So see you guys in a few minutes with Kenyatta Turner and Behavior Superpowers.